Nothing wrong with the old school. Nothing wrong with the old times, is it?
Nothing wrong with the old times at all. And you know what I think about with the... Sorry, you're going to say something?
No, go on.
I was going to say the old times. I'm looking out in Town Square here in Caboolture and thinking about the old times because they're doing it up again, aren't they? They're absolutely doing the old...
they're making a mess, but it's going to be awesome.
But it's going to be great. Now, do you know who was part of the last ever closing concert here in Town Square back in 2010? Because just remember, the last two concerts in Urban Country, 2011 and 2012, have been down at the Historical Village.
This is a nice little tie-in, Big D. That's very, very clever. And it is Tracy Davis.
And she joins us on the phone. Tracy Davis, thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure. How are you and all your listeners there tonight?
I think all of our listeners are well. We're very well. Can you believe that, what they've done up here? They've changed it all around, and you would have been one of the last people ever to perform on the stage in Town Square.
I would have, yeah. I really enjoyed it there at the Songwriters Cafe in 2010, I think it was.
It was, yeah.
It was fantastic, yeah. So, and I did go up for a day this time. Yes, enjoyed it as well. It was very different, though.
It is, isn't it? Okay, so you've seen it from the Town Square here in the middle of Caboolture, and you've seen it down the Historical Village. Which area do you reckon had the better atmosphere?
Oh, dear.
I know we're putting you on the spot, but it's okay. We ask everyone. It's all right.
Yeah, that's okay. I thought they both had, good things about them. But I did like the Town Square, actually, because it was probably because it was just a little bit more open and but they both did. I like the other way of walking around and, there's more music over there and, so I enjoyed both, really.
Well, you're going to get splinters sitting on the fence like that.
Well, there you go. But that is true. A lot of people do have a 50-50, vote on it, saying we did seem to have like the bigger stage atmosphere here, whereas down there it is a lot more smaller stages around the place. So you're probably around the average person on 50-50 on both there.
Yeah, I like the big stage and it was awesome. But I didn't get to see in the when was it the big one with Shannon and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay, in the big arena.
Yeah, that would have been good, I'd say, but I didn't go to that, so yeah, missed that next time.
So what have you been doing, Tracy Davis?
Well, what have I been doing? I've been, for the year, I've been songwriting, co-writing, and co-producing my new solo album, which has been really, really fun, and just released one of the singles off it, and with my producer Chris Hartley, who wrote the song, and it was out on radio for the last few months and done very well, actually. I'm very proud of how it's been going on radio.
And it's a really big job, isn't it? Like you're saying, you're out there, you're promoting it, you're getting it together, you're co-producing, you're helping the writing. It's a lot of people think, people just get in there, have a bit of a sing, first take, that's it, onto the record, here we go, that's it.
That's right. And a lot still do that, and that's fine as well. I often wonder what that's like, but I enjoy being more hands-on, and you really do appreciate the time it takes and how much effort goes into a whole album. Yeah, it's and I like being part of all that. Yeah.
Being a Queenslander, Tracy, do you get good support from the community stations locally, like Beaudesert and Scenic Rim?
Yes, not that I've been in touch with a lot of them, but yes, they do. They're pretty good. Had a really good response with way down in Mildura, actually. My song "Lover Come Back to Me" went to in the top 100, went to 24, which was just so awesome for my first single out. There's Bob Brown from down at Liverpool near Sydney. There's a lot of people around supporting it, and Queensland does too. Yeah.
Well, that's great news. I know we're playing it here.
1.5 FM.
That's it. But a lot of times, and we actually got this one straight off the CRS, actually. It comes straight up through there. And a lot of the times it really is hard, as you mentioned, there are a lot of community stations out there. And if the artists don't get their music to these stations, they don't know how to find them or how to get them. And so it's really important to get into something like CRS and things like that and get your music out there. And, they are so supportive. We sort of try and dedicate our show to supporting the Australian artists and the ones that are getting out there and giving it a good go.
Thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, CRS, absolute fantastic. I wouldn't be able to do do what I do, getting my single out there. Without them, they get to a lot of radio stations I've never heard of, and you get these calls and you think, oh wow, I think it's really exciting actually talking to you all, and because you're just like me, you just love music and you're playing music, so I love talking to you all and finding out where everybody is. It's quite amazing, really. And the community stations, wow, they're just playing the music and getting it out to the listeners out there. Without them, I don't know what we would do, really.
So is there a bit of a plan for getting out and selling the album with a bit of a tour?
Yes, I would like to. The album will be out towards the end of the year. I'll be going back in the studio again in about 2 weeks' time. And then I hope to do that and go into some festivals. And so that's all sort of in 2013, which will be exciting time. So, yes, I am hoping to do all that. We're going down to Mildura to check that out for the Country Music Festival down there at the end of September, October. So places like that, in Caboolture, of course. I love that festival. So, I'm looking forward to performing to everyone out there. It'll be exciting.
And it is fun as also when you go to a lot of the festivals, because a lot of people, and they do support the artists that do come to all the festivals, as far as the merchandise and that goes as well. So the actual country music, the families that go along to that to support the artists are really good in that way as well.
They are. It's really good because there's a lot out there. You only got to look at when you go to the festivals, and I'm one of them too. I love being in the audience as well, and I buy a lot of CDs and support a lot of the Australian artists and overseas. And I often say to people that are in the industry, what are you doing for your own? What are they doing for the music? And they look at me and I go, well, I try to go to as many live shows as I can and buy as many CDs and music, to help support us all, because, that's how we're going to survive. It's very hard out there at the moment, actually.
Well, it's really hard in any industry, whether it be the music industry or any industry,
right.
To try and get it. And everyone is really, tight. That $20 just to go out, to buy a CD and a drink or a meal or something at a place. It really is tough. So we really appreciate when the audience and our listeners do get out to the gigs where the places are putting on the live music, because we don't want to lose it.
No, definitely not, because, just music is just awesome, and there's so many young ones coming through which are just fantastic, and I just hope that they are able to survive and get out there and sing and play their beautiful music, and so people like me can keep hearing it and you keep playing it, and
well, we want you to keep recording things like that for us so we can play it.
I'm going to do that. I love songwriting, so I will keep doing it. Yeah, definitely. I'm still write songwriting and hope to record more in the future. Yes, so this has been a very exciting time this year with this with my album. Now it is called, and Lover Come Back to Me is on iTunes, and I've just released my video of it, produced by Dan Scott, and it's all part of the journey. I love just all the, from when I'm songwriting, and then you're putting all that song together and producing it and getting the song out there to a single, then to video, and and talking to you. It's all part of the journey, and if you love all that, it's to me that's making it all the way along every day.
And it's nice when you can sit back at the end and you can go, there's my video, there it is on radio. When you drive along on the car, boom, up she comes, and it's just all there. Yes, it finally worked. We got it all together. So we're going to go out with the song "Lover Come Back to Me," which is the first single off the album. So would you like to introduce it to our listeners for us?
Yes, I would. I hope you all enjoy my first single off my solo album called Now, and it's called "Lover Come Back to Me."